go.
Hello everybody and welcome to episode of 64 of 20s for Days presents Braindances in Nightcity. As always, I'm Addy, I'm the DM, GM, and with us tonight for episode 64 we'll start with Rob.
Hey, I'm Rob. I'll be playing Dante, aka Angus Ribram, who the team's techie and resident psychopath.
Nathan.
Hey, I'm Nathan. I will be playing Jinrai, the team's number one solo.
I've had this before.
Rana.
He's the best.
Hi, I'm Rana. I'm playing Relay, the team's number one disaster.
I don't know about that. And Nathan. Fab. Damn it. Phil. Shit. Piss.
Nathan again.
Hi.
Shit. So I'm Phil, and I play Blood, the game's number 2 solo, I guess.
Happens to the best of us. Sorry, just want to check we've got audio. Hope we've got audio. Where we last left off. So the crew had returned to Nightcity, done a job that went well, and decided to lay low for a while and refocus on what they wanted to do next. Relay gaining some more information about a hard drive that she had dived into that had a locked architecture within it, with a Russian voice speaking. When translated, was to the effect of, "It's dark here. I can't see. Help me get out. Please free me." And she remembered that she'd had some information on an old cybersecurity firm that was located in the old city centre of Nightcity that had been obliterated in the massive explosion of Arasaka Tower, thinking that if they could get inside, perhaps they could find something in there that would allow her to try and crack the many sophisticated layers of encryption that are on this hard drive. So the crew set out in their trusty bus, drive as far as they can into the old city centre before locking it and proceeding on foot. And as they walk further into the old city centre, it's more apparent that it's a different kind of way of life. It's more rugged. There's squatting camps. There's people huddled around oil drum fires. There's no natural light. There's no artificial light. It's all very dim, bleak, and harrowing. And as the crew sort of move past these people just getting by and scavenging to live, both Dante and Blood notice a few figures on the side of the street, sort of walking alongside, parallel to them, as they were walking down. And just as Jin decided to point something else he'd spotted out to Blood, they heard the familiar sound of gunfire as Dante shot into the group of people. Some ran, some dropped on the spot and didn't do anything. And
Just a warning shot.
in the just a warning shot on full auto fire. And warning shots usually zing past, don't go through. Anyway, post gunshot, it echoed and reverberated down the street. They could hear the sounds of like yelling and hooting, and lights beginning to light up down the road. That is where we begin.
I go to cover.
Hang on, let me just roll against a sleep spell. Ah, you're asleep
Alright.
forever. You're done. That's it. Don't wake up.
Good pull.
Yep. The only big cover. Sorry, bad time. The only big cover is off the road, so you quickly, real quickly, just glance, and there are the remains of buildings. The buildings here are still pretty upright. Like you're presuming it gets worse as you go in. There's not all of them have windows. There are still door frames here, doors, but the road itself there's like potholes, so you could either kind of like use one as a foxhole, you could kind of drop into one. There are piles of rubbish, but you're not sure, exactly how much cover that would give. Definitely, gives you some cover. There are some big piles of rubbish. A few little mounds of rocks. It's over you, Blood. You kind of assess that.
So is there any like ruined walls or anything, buildings that you can sort of tuck in behind to take cover towards from whatever is heading our way?
I mean, you definitely see like a little, like a doorway. There's one
with
doorway,
ample cover, or is it literally just like the frame?
No, like a frame, like a recessed door. One's got a family of these shadowy shapes sitting in there, and you instinctively like flick to full auto attack, and then you resist.
Shoot them all.
And you find one without, and you quickly run in and just shoulder in.
Yeah, no, I will go for a little nook like that.
Without a family.
Zero families. Nook.
Yep.
With some decent cover, but I've still got eyes on the road at whatever's coming.
Yeah. And pretty much everywhere's got eyes on the roads. So you don't have to worry about that. But
cool.
Yep, you find a good nook. Anybody else?
I'm nooking.
Where are you going? Same with, are you spooning Jinrai?
Yeah. Cuddling as close as possible.
I'm like shouldering my rifle, like ready. I'm like,
yep, and there's a couple of arms and another gun in between you and your gun.
Yeah, I'm underneath his arms. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Pistolero.
Whatever scrap of cover I can find.
Yep.
Dante stands in the middle of the road.
Like
after doing his warning shot, he's just doing this.
Dive into a pile of rubbish relay.
Yep.
Like
it's like home again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You instinctively just like slide in. You're not like fully in it, but you just kind of like find a solid piece to sorry, I've lost my pencil. Yep, jump into cover and old mate Dante. There it is. You just kind of like point to these non-moving shapes on the ground, like I'm watching you. And they're definitely not moving.
That means get lost.
I love it. Just the thought of you see something move, a shadow. He's like,
what are you guys all doing in the dirt?
Staring at whatever
shooting at
shot.
you.
Why did everyone start laying down?
Yeah, they're just having a sleep, aren't they, Dante?
Yeah.
Guys, what are you doing? We gotta get moving. You can't just be laying here the whole time.
Are you talking to us?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Well, we're over on the fucking side of the road in like a nook.
I didn't think I
And
ran
relays jumped to some like
50 meters, but
hey.
I didn't think you ran that far, but yeah.
Well, off the road. I'm not laying down next to your feet. I am currently standing in a nook with my gun trained on whatever is coming down the road, not laying at your feet.
The lights, trained on the lights.
Mm-hmm. And I wait.
Yep.
Hold action.
Everybody else waiting?
Yes.
I mean, I'll wander over to something solid.
All right. So after like 5 tense minutes, you just kind of like lock, sit, watch. You
Huddle.
hear, you know, you immediately hear like people running. Like you can hear the odd clip clop of people running away, or footsteps going away. But
Clip
you
Playing,
still,
playing clogs.
James Baxter was floating around. You periodically hear
Oh
like
shit. That's better.
rocks, cheeky Pinot Nino Noir.
Yeah.
You hear like rocks scatter, like every now and again you would just hear. But all the while you can see these lights coming closer and closer. And as they get a bit closer, you're pretty sure that like they're people. Like it's kind of moving as if somebody's handheld torches.
Yeah.
There's like a few that are quite small. There's a couple that are quite big. And after a while, they sort of stop maybe about 20 meters down the road. Once you kind of like see the lights all sort of point into one direction, and you kind of like glance over, and they're kind of spotting towards the bus, so they can
Okay.
see the bus. And for the sake of this, yes, everybody else is hiding as well, not just you guys.
Hi. Well, I mean, Version would have gone to hide.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you mean
what I'm
like
saying.
you mean the others?
Yeah,
And Angus would have done the same.
Yeah,
The only one I would consider that maybe would not have hidden would have been Dante, legitimately.
although he said he did.
He said he did, but that's the only one that I would think that would.
No. I'm just saying.
It took his time.
Give me 2 seconds.
Is. He is. Fuck me. That's amazing.
Yep. Anyway, haha.
Byron's gonna have a fucking laugh.
Yep.
later.
Get on your bar and enjoy it while you can, because I left some of that in.
Nice.
Some of it I wasn't quick enough to edit out.
Oh no. I fucked it up too.
It's all right.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Oh no, Phil is back. I hadn't realised Phil had left, and I'd hit
All
rude.
goods.
So we're back. And I left it running, and then was like, "Oh no, Phil's not here."
That's all right.
All right. So, sorry. Somebody tell me where we were. Oh, that's right. The spotties are all pointing at the bus, and everybody's kind of like scarpered for cover. At this point, I want everybody to make a stealth roll.
Ooh. That would be under body.
I can't remember. Sorry.
It is. It's under body. Oh yeah, makes sense. 10.
It's waiting on
Is
one.
Relay not hearing me? No.
We can't hear relay.
There it is. Oh shit.
Okay, and that's why we can't hear it.
You all lost
Fucking
sight.
well
God
trained,
damn.
bitches.
You all lost sight of Relay when you just sort of like smashed sideways into a pile of rubbish, and that was the last you saw of her.
She went into a pocket
So,
trash dimension.
That is
But Oscar's
an
crouch.
amazing visual.
Yeah. Well, other than that, standing out prouder than a honeymooner's dick is Dante in the middle of the road. Sort of like he's still like eye fucking these two dead people on the side of the road. Like I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Then all of a sudden you just see all the lights sort of like one light catches him, and they all just like go whoosh, and yeah. Hear this voice call out, "Ho, ho, ho! Who's this? What are you doing in the lands of the Crimson damn it, Chrome Crusaders?"
Shit.
Putting in my trash pile.
Shit. Are you there?
Jimmy, open line.
Communication channels open.
Yes, don't give away our position, you fuck. And communications.
Bing,
Hold on,
your
I got a
agent
message.
pops up. And as it's at this point, Rob, Dante, you can see like a couple of silhouettes are coming forward.
Just look at the glow of my phone on my face. Like, don't give away a position, you fuck it. Oh, okay. I'll just sort of settle down and like just lean into the wall. Like,
Okay.
Well, you're out in the middle of the road, Rob. Yep, you walk all the way over to the side of the street and lean casually against the wall like you'd been there the whole time. And as you sort of wait, these sort of a half dozen figures get close to you, and you can see they're all in kind of like not shabby clothes, well, rags. They've got hoods, dark clothes. You can't kind of see, they seem to be holding a weapon of some kind, but it's a bit too dark for you to see. Like, it kind of looks like it could be a rifle or a shotgun, something two-handed. And they're all generally pointed towards you.
Does he have his bomb vest on?
One of them calls out to you and says, "Is that your work?"
excuse me.
The body's there. Is that your work?
Jimmy, open comms to Dante.
Hold on, I got a message.
Bring, bring. Yep, you
And
stop to answer your phone.
It just says, "All right, mate, I believe in you. It's time to do some fast talking and talk your way out of this one." From Jinrai and comms.
All right, pals, I gotta talk fast. Can you guys fuck off? Nah, I got shit to do.
Wow, I mean,
I'm not sure what you're talking about with your friends over there. They're fucking around.
you are travelling in our land, therefore, if you want to go anywhere, you need to pay the toll.
All right, what's the toll?
Well, let's make it a healthy 2,000 eddies.
Fuck off.
What?
You gotta be shitting me, man. I'll give you 2,000 eddies worth of bullets in a minute. Name a real price and we can talk.
With that, you see all six of them, five of them sort of actually aim for you.
Like,
But
oh,
the sixth one, the one that was talking, he's still aiming, but it's very casual.
Mhm.
So the toll to travel these roads in the land of the Chrome Cavaliers, you've already started off on a somewhat an aggressive front. You didn't bring tithe for the king, clearly. You've come in awfully hot, so we presume you're here for a reason, because nobody comes here for no reason. I mean,
Hold on, I got a message.
to
I got a message.
to make a bit of peace, to atone, 2,000 would make the king very happy.
Oh, right. Hold on. Let me check my pockets.
Let me check my loose change.
All right. How close are these
I
six
got some
people?
lint, a couple of buttons.
They're probably
Steph
maybe
got a grenade in
only
there.
like 5 meters away.
From each
How
other.
far are they away from us?
Oh, roughly same.
I wouldn't know.
5 meters.
Yeah.
Let's just give him the bus and then watch Version lose his fucking mind when he says he doesn't have the
Has
bus
a
anymore.
meltdown. He's just running around town. Tuk, 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 tuk.
All right, when he arrives, that's the story anyway.
Mhm.
100%.
Yeah, mate, we lost the bus.
More
And,
believable if we say Dante lost the bus.
So if they're only 5 meters away,
Like, don't get me wrong. Like the light is quite dim here. Don't forget. So they've kind of come.
So if we
I'm
just
still cowering in the corner. I'm sorry.
Because what's that? 5 meters, bloody 35 feet.
yeah, but this game is done in meters, isn't it?
Or yards, but yeah, same thing. Yep.
Yards.
Sorry to our American viewers.
I'm not.
I need to get along with the metric system by now. It's fucking crazy. All right. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to do that, Matty. So
Yeah, Byron, it's your fault.
Dante's reaching back on. Oh, here it is. And he pulls out behind his back. He pulls the pin off of a.
Holy shit.
Rana called it.
Let's go with a toxin grenade
Yeah.
and toss it just behind him.
I knew he was going to pull out a grenade. It's Dante.
That will be a roll for initiative.
All right.
Frankly, if you're
And I'm doing
watching
the dive at the same
Cyberpunk,
time, of course.
Have you done like a perception check to see what they had or anything like that at the point?
Where is the initiative?
Sorry,
top
and-
left.
say that again, Phil.
Well, couldn't he have done like a perception to see what they had and all this sort of
Oh,
other
100%.
business?
He could have done a lot of things.
Could we do one to see what they're packing? Like, who's the most
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if
likely to fuck us up?
yeah.
so if you're watching
Damn,
at
blood.
home,
God damn it!
take a shot every time Dante pulls out a grenade.
Yeah.
2 if he actually gets to use it.
No, I didn't see
I
shit.
feel like I need to
I've still do initiative though, don't I?
roll mine again. 'Cause 7 seems bad.
Why are we
Hang
doing
on.
initiative?
There's if everybody else wants to jump in, otherwise it's just for Rob.
I think we let him die.
Did I actually roll a 3? Nah, let's give it another go. That's better. I'll use my spunk spell on that one.
1 second, sorry. I lost my sheet. Damn it. Sorry, 2 ticks. Where's my book? What'd you get, Rob?
13.
13. They got a lot higher. So blood and to the same
Bastard.
extent gin. Oh no, gin doesn't say. But with your critical success perception, again, light's very poor, but you managed to catch enough of the light. It looks like it is really hard to see because you just think they're low-grade weapons. 2 of them actually look like they're holding crossbows. 2 shotguns. The one that's talking has an assault rifle. and the other one that's talking looks like he has a submachine gun, like it's something little. But yeah, they don't look the best. Jin, you couldn't quite see all the fine details. You knew that they were all ranged weapons of some description, but you just couldn't quite see that. And again, they just look pretty shoddy to your eyes. Well, both of you, you both see that. Relay, you're feeling quite safe in this pile of junk. It's almost like home.
So
It's a
can
nice pile.
can me and Jin hear the conversations?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. They're not like, imagine Dante's. You're on the side of the road, and Dante's pretty much same distance, but just off to your side,
The other way.
in the middle
Yeah,
of the
okay.
road, and they're sort of in front of all of you. So while that's you guys are all assessing, you do catch Dante like sort of go to his pocket, and then he like leans, reaches around off the back of his belt, and you can see him like pull out the toxin grenade, and as he sort of like pulls it out to flick it, they just light him up.
Damn. GG. What's that? 2 crossbows to the face, 2 shotties, an AR, and an SMG.
But whether they hit or not's another thing completely different.
Shred his armor though.
35 feet's reasonable.
Sorry, can somebody tell me what
Oh, it's only 5 yards, is it?
the bloody ranges are on? Because I'm actually using my book for once.
The ranges will come up when we shoot, but I'm saying 0 to 6 meters or yards is DV20.
For what though?
That was a
I know it pops up on the thing, but I don't have any characters on here, so it's not going to pop up for me.
no. Is it what weapon do you want then?
Not even close.
Alright, so the first guy. Crossbows. Oops.
So it's all point blank. Essentially.
Oh yeah, it is too. Sorry, Rob.
Technically harder at point blank than it is a little bit out.
Depending on what they have here. Are we back live?
Yeah,
Nope.
that's radio. Alright, sorry, can somebody tell me what damage a crossbow does?
What does?
Crossbow. God damn it. Oh, there it is. It's on the other page. Never mind. Oh, whoops, wrong button. So, Rob, first hit from the crossbow is 17, then 14.
It's 2 shots with a crossbow.
There
That's
were 2
cool.
crossbows.
So yeah, you just see these 2 shots just go straight into him.
Otherwise,
trying
I'd
to
be
find the
really
armor.
impressed if it was one guy reefing back and loading a crossbow
Yeah.
in 6 seconds. Jesus fuck, I would be
Write
terrified.
these down. 17. Not a pen.
Shot
13.
is a 13.
Here we go. A 13.
Hang on, I'm just working out if they hit. Sorry. It's a miss.
They do a shitload of damage.
Also, the 13 missed.
Yeah, that was me just trying to do maths. That's a hit. Uh, 16 points from the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
The submachine gun misses.
Are we helping him, Jin?
Yeah, when it's our turn.
I'm pretty armored up. No, it's like
And 22 from the main guy.
22 damage.
Yep.
Okay, that one hurt.
And then 5 points straight through, and you hear a
Oh.
sickening crack as the shot rips through your chest. You have broken ribs.
God damn.
I am bloodied after that. Okay.
I don't doubt it.
That's not good.
All right. Sorry. So you'll have to shout out what you guys rolled for initiative, because I know.
Everyone got 13.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Did you roll, Nathan?
Yeah, I got 13.
Stand by. I'll do it. That's it in body as well. Nope. Oh, it's at the top, isn't it? Initiative.
Yeah.
17.
All right.
Like
so
Ghostful.
yeah, you can go now if you want. Blood.
All right. Yeah. No. So.
So we all shoot Dante, right?
Like, does my grenade go off first, or blood's going first?
Well, blood actually, kicks in a gear. Like, he saw you pull the grenade out, but he can act first.
Okay.
Because he was prepped. Like, he wasn't just standing there holding his honker. He was pistols out, spooning gin.
Is there any other cover in the 5 meters between us and them?
Yeah, like I said, there's piles of rubbish. There's divots, like potholes in the ground. And then more than just like, a couple of inches. Some are like a foot and a bit. Or you could try and find another nook in the wall.
And do they know that we're a part of this whole Dante situation?
Who knows?
Do an insight. Who knows? Just walk out there.
Oh, g'day, guys. What's going on here?
Just get out of the fellas. Nice place
Who's
you got
this
it.
guy? Why's that guy on the ground?
Yeah, I'll try and do that, but whereabouts is it? Social? No.
Oh, you can do it. Just walk out there.
Okay, yeah, I'll walk. I'll put my guns away. I don't know if I had them out or not, but yeah, I'll just walk out there casually. So, don't really walk straight towards them.
Like as if you're walking past them.
Yeah, I'll just walk past down the road.
All right, I want you to make a performance check
Holy shit!
to try and be nonchalant.
Is that just under acting in the performance tab?
Yep. All right, I'm going to roll a opposite. Oh, what am I doing? I rolled a D16. That's not going to help. All right. So you quickly just like put your pistols away, step out in front of Jinrai, and sort of casually walk off down the street.
Yeah.
And you see two of the, well, one of them shouts out, "Oi, stop!" And two turn and look. But that's all they can really do in the action, because this is only a couple of seconds.
Okay. And could I have a chance to respond?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, we need to render first aid to this guy. Like blah blah blah. First aid.
Okay.
I'll go up to
get you to
Dante.
make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Yeah. Just to see if you can pull this all off. I think it's persuasion, isn't it?
I do have a first
Sounds
aid
about
thing,
right.
but I need to walk past
Social-
first, right?
Social persuasion. Yeah.
Social. Yep, there we go.
This goes off your cool. Fuck, you are pretty cool.
Yep. So you kind of like, as you're saying that, you instinctually, pull out your little first aid kit at the same time, um, and you can kind of see the look of confusion in their faces, and they one of them just says, "No, stand still, don't move."
No. This dude's dying here. What about all these other dudes that are laying on the ground, though? I want this guy alive.
All right, Jin, what are you gonna do?
In the confusion, I will attempt to silence pop this guy with the assault rifle in the head.
All right.
They have opened fire on Dante. So
Oh shit! Yeah, they all shot at Dante.
yeah, so I will single shot to the head. The main guy who was talking to him, who had the assault rifle, whatever.
Yep.
All right, let us see. So was that minus something, minus 8 or something? Oh boy, oh jeez.
You can do it. These punks haven't got armor.
Is it because it's a targeted shot that's -8?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
So 17. Oh no, sorry, 19.
DV was 17 though. Oh, 19, yeah. I got a couple of bonuses.
Does that make it 11? You have to do the -8 manually. Yep. I'm assuming it's not in there.
Oh, I didn't do like a. I don't know if there's a button for.
No, me either.
Aimed? No, there isn't.
Yeah, with my light Ronin assault rifle. Feel like I probably missed.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that's a miss.
Rate of fire 1, or doesn't matter when you're aiming.
I was rate of fire
Rate
1
of
weapon.
fire 1 weapon anyway. Yep. So you and it whips past him.
Oh, use a spunk's bow.
Okay.
It would be kind of cool, I guess.
Pretty cool. Nah. Oh, hang on. It's done. It's done something.
So you crit failed.
They must.
So it's
Oh, good one.
14. Not bad for a crit fail.
Not bad for crit fail. Yeah.
Aren't you immune to crit fails?
But yeah, it
I
just
am.
means
I am
he
actually.
doesn't like drop his
So it'd
run out of
actually
ammo or
be
jam.
that'll be
Still worse than
18,
19.
19. Yeah.
Still a miss. Yeah. It just means you don't get the bad result of getting a 1. You just miss. Yep.
No, it just means it counts as 1, not like it doesn't go in a minus.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a miss. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that is a
And
miss.
normally
Yeah,
you would get, the chances of bad things happening, like gun jams and misfires and stuff, and you don't get any of them. Yep. So you just and you sort of see him like look around.
I just don't move.
Was that a bug? What was that?
Yes.
All right, and Dante.
Those mosquitoes are quick around here.
They are.
Well, I was hooking a grenade behind them.
Yep. So go for it. Make a flicky rolling. Oh, I've lost his image.
I can't remember what that was. It's
an athletics roll.
Athletics, is it? Okay.
Sounds about right.
Body athletics. It's not fantastic,
That's not a
but
fantastic roll at all.
I don't even know what my DV is. It doesn't even tell me. Help me out. Am I grossly under? Is that where Spunk's going? Doesn't
It's up to you,
sound
buddy.
right. I don't understand what my target number might be. That's all. At this range.
Well, how far are you throwing it? Just throwing it behind him, aren't
Yeah, like literally just
5 meters.
you?
So
it goes
the,
as grenade launcher, so 0 to 5 meters. It's like You need. You
I
need.
don't think the
16.
grenade launcher is the right one, but
Yeah,
No,
it
it is.
is. Well, the Rangers
It
are.
is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's an athletics
Yeah.
roll rather than a shoulder roll.
yeah, I wouldn't have thought it'd be harder for closer. But yeah, so what's my DV target?
16.
16.
Jesus, that's pretty hard to make it this round, actually. I have to crit. That seems ridiculous, but okay. I mean, I just got pummeled full of bullets. Makes sense. It's not accurate, so it scatters a little bit. I guess if it's only going a 5-meter shot, how far can we scatter?
It scatters.
Michael.
Damn it, I just had the page open. Sorry. Thrilling viewing as always.
Because I'm pulling some crazy shit. Did my camera die for anyone else, or is it just me?
It's done for me.
Start for me too.
All right, let's have a look.
Just check the settings to see if it's changed in Google Meet.
Yeah, it did turn off for some reason. See if it comes back for us.
So in that, so basically these explosives or toxin grenades or whatever, they go off in a 10 meter by 10 meter area, 5 square by 5 square. And if you go roll under the DV, then the GM decides where it lands. That's what it says. If you roll under the DV required to hit your intended target, the GM decides where in that 10 meter by 10 meter yard square centered on your intended target the explosive actually landed.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So I can move by up to 5 squares max, I guess.
What was it? A toxin grenade?
Yeah, so it'll be a.
Uh,
I can give you that. It's a DV13 resist torture or drugs, and will take 2d6 damage.
Go for it, Rob.
I think it's within a 10-meter radius. We all have to do that, right? Is there any?
It happens to
10 meters.
everyone in the radius
Oh, yeah,
at the same time.
Go for it, everybody.
You roll damage once for all targets. So you
That's
come
under
over to
body.
the first aid. And...
All right, so I got a pass.
I don't know where it is.
It's in the body section.
Body.
Unless anybody has nose filters.
I think I do.
I think everybody's wearing a gas mask anyway, aren't they?
Blood
Yeah,
I
cell.
handed everyone a gas mask.
Yeah.
That's true.
So don't worry about it.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, Relay's paranoia came in handy.
So yeah, just as you sort of see these shots rip through Dante as he sort of goes to like lean back and throw this grenade, he kind of like just fumbles it and it drops down into his feet and just goes.
Yeah, it drops, but it's got like a delay. Whereas like Blood's like, I got to administer first aid here, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just first aid, guys.
Spirals out. Relay, are you still ducking and hiding for cover?
Shots have been fired and missed.
Shot-
Mosquitoes have gone by.
Shots have been fired. I know it's quite a shame. Sorry, I'm looking through my shit.
So
That's
you don't
weird.
have to do anything if you don't want to.
That's it.
Mhm.
If you don't want to expose yourself, don't.
Just aim.
I just carefully poke my head up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone looking fucked up at this point,
Dante.
besides Dante.
Yeah, as you peep back, yeah, you can just see Dante sort of got like blood just all over his chest. He's the only one you can
Now-
really see that's hurt.
How far away is the guy in charge from me?
You can't get a good look, but yeah, he's 5 meters down the road.
5 meters from me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try for 2 headshots on him.
Damn.
It's -8 to both.
Yeah, let's go and do it.
And I have
We'll
a funny,
find out.
I have a sneaky suspicion that your cover might get blown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just hears, "Hi-ya!" as Relay jumps out of the pile of rubbish, is like
Trash panda!
and misses both times.
Surprise attack.
14 to both.
And then I run.
And then just- which way?
Would have hit if you'd normal shot.
I kind of do a ha, 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 and then I run behind Blood and Jin.
Yep. Okay. You realise Blood's sort of steady out in the open with like
The
a
open.
first aid
Just
kit
Jin.
looking at you, and you're like,
Zigzag,
you
zigzag,
turn and
zigzag.
run the other way. Dive into a door. Alrighty.
Yeah, that cover's probably blown as well.
Now it's back around to them.
They're confused.
They tell you they shout at you, Blood,
Mhm.
to get on your knees.
No.
Fair call. Fair call. Fair call. With that, they are going to try and shoot people again.
Do they have to test for the poison?
Crossbow bolts, SMG, all up here. Amazing.
Yes. So good. 2 6.
At least it wasn't just
Perfect.
us. That's all right.
What was it? DC 13, wasn't it? DV, sorry.
Yep.
For what?
Difficulty value of 13.
For what though?
Oh, wow.
The gas grenade, the toxin grenade. It's not just us, it's them as well.
The resist torture. Yeah, they got to copper, don't they? Yeah.
What did everyone have for dinner or having for dinner?
Sausages, beans, peas, strawberries, turkey.
Fuck ton of pasta.
What's the damage drop? 3d6?
Only 2, I think.
2.
Yep. You see 2 of it, where you can hear 2 of them hacking and coughing. But the other 4 seem alright. Alrighty, so... it just does damage, nothing else?
Not in my quick notes. Oops, sorry. It's not
That's
going to be there. I was trying to change the number.
You take 17 points of damage, Rob, followed by 22 as you get hit by a shotgun blast and a crossbow.
Yes, I...
The Rob, the Dante.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
And then followed by 6, but I have a feeling your armor should soak that.
Yeah, probably will still soak that. If I'm up.
Blood.
Mm-hmm.
An arrow pings off the wall behind you. Ting! Have you got evasion? Do you evade? Have you got high enough dexterity?
What's the dexterity need to be?
Reflex.
Nah, I've only got 5.
Reflexes of 8, you need.
Oh, good,
Not
good.
I got reflex of 9.
So he can dodge.
Now, do you want to dodge or run the chance of me getting 13 or better?
Dodge. Fucking dodge.
I'll dodge, but what am I dodging?
So you make an evasion check for me. So
Yeah, but like,
statistically, you're dodging being shot.
okay, minus that crossbow arrow that's already gone past me.
Yeah, that one well and truly missed. That was a 1 off the bat.
Okay, where is evasion or whatever you said? Fighting.
It's a athletic skill, I think.
There we go. Yep, I would fighting. Evasion.
Yep. So make an evasion roll for me, and that's what I then base to try and hit.
Yep, cool.
14. Yeah, nice. He hits you.
No.
Bad luck. He's gonna fucking hurt too. There's a crossbow.
No, this is the rifle.
Oh shit.
So you
Okay,
get-
work.
You get pinged for 20, mate.
Fucking hell.
So I don't know how this bit works.
Yep. So,
So
look at your
you-
body armor, which was 11.
Correct.
So take 11 off of 20,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how
Nine.
much damage actually gets through to your hit points.
And because it went through, you take 1 off your armor now, so you're down to armor 10.
Okay. Oh, I just got manual. Oh, there we go. Click the button.
Yep.
HP. And 9 off of 45. Okay,
Yep.
It's 36. Is
Um,
that right?
and yeah, so you saw that arrow go ting ting ting, and then you sort of like your instincts kick in, and you sort of, you kind of like hustle to sidestep, realizing you're in danger, and you feel a shot hit you in the chest, and all of a sudden you drop to your knee, and you're just sucking in air as you feel this bullet rip through your chest, and you're just like struggling to breathe all of a sudden. You have -2 to move. You take an extra 5 points of straight damage. So that doesn't get deducted from your armor. That's just 5 damage. Bang, critical hit.
Damn, how do you even critting?
You're on fire.
So I drop another 5
Yep.
HP.
Yep.
Cool.
And yeah, you've had the wind knocked out of you. So your movement is -2 at the moment because you're just like sucking air.
How far away from Dante am I? That's
Maybe
cracking hoops.
30
maybe
centimeters.
yeah, 10 feet off to the side, maybe. Sorry, did you go down, Dante? Yep. So
Yep.
everybody just saw like another couple of bullets rip through Dante, and he just flopped backwards.
We don't have Dr. Angus here, which is a problem.
Well, I'm gonna still try and first aid bloody Dante.
Hold on one more second, because I realised I've got one more shot to go. Oh, no,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
only one.
cool.
Yep. So you just hear another
With their shitty guns, that should jam.
ting.
And only 1, yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna try a first aid.
Yep. So you hustle to move over to old mate Dante. Make a first aid check. $15 is pretty solid. All right, you start bandaging as best you can. Jin, what would you like to do?
Now I want to try something a bit different.
Yep, you shoot yourself in the head and escape it all. Well done. You're in the game.
Gets a bit dark for Jin. No, I would like to try something a bit cinematic if I could.
Here we go.
I will spend the spunk bow to be able to do this. I think.
Yeah,
that's fair.
we'll see.
I would like to just let my gun sling on its sling, pull out a zip tie because I'm only 5 meters away from this bloke, right? The leader dude.
Yes.
So I'd like to just walk up to him and essentially overpower him with my massive fucking body and body
Sure.
frame,
Brawl.
and essentially zip tie cuff him, and then use him as a human shield against the others. And I'll pull out my pistol against his head, and then I'll tell them to put their fucking guns down. But I I can understand there's going to be some rolls to do, but
Yes, 100%.
I would like to.
So
That's what I want to do on my turn.
drop your
Just let my gun hang on
rifle,
on it.
grab, you just whip out zip ties, and you're already running.
Yeah.
You've already burst out of cover.
Mhm.
As you sprint out, you see bloody blood's like hobble crawled this trail of blood over to Dante, and he gives you the thumbs up. There's just blood everywhere. And he's like, "It's all good.
All goods. You're all
It's all good.
goods.
I got this." And you can see relays just like, woo. I want you to make a grapple check. Go for it.
Grapple. Assume that's in
As
body.
you see, the
Is that athletics?
yeah. It's an athletics. Yeah, it's an athletics roll. Or is it brawling? No, it's a brawling roll, isn't it?
Either or.
Shit.
It would have been the same
That's right, then.
bonus.
What'd you get? 19. Solid. Because obviously he's going to oppose it.
With the emaciated self.
Oh, it's not too bad. You're not sure whether it's the training or just the adrenaline, but you barrel into him and sort of like catch him.
I want to do it like
and
I want to do it less like the Juggernaut from X-Men, like barreling
no.
into him,
You
but
do
more
it all
like control.
tactical.
Just walk out of the darkness.
Well, it's going to
Yeah.
be more than walking, mate. It's only 6
Oh
seconds.
well, you know, like
Yeah.
swift
You
pace.
sprint over there and catch him off guard in a, almost in like a judo-esque. You catch him off balance, spin him around, manage to get him to drop his weapon, and you've got one zip tie on him and just like yanked it up with one hand as you've pulled your pistol out, and you're sort of like, you've spun him around and you've sort of got him in this half hold as you're pulling one arm up and over him with the zip tie that's cabled, and then you just like jammed your gun in his other ear and then shouted out,
Put your fucking weapons down. This is over.
"That'll cost you 3. Let's get 3 spunk spurs for that."
I don't have 3. That's why I said I'd burn 1.
Oh, okay.
I would have gladly burned all 3 for
No,
100.
one will do, mate. One will do.
I'm out of spunk spose now.
For the sake of it, is there an intimidation or a persuasion opposite? Is there an intimidation?
What is that, social?
Yeah.
Interrogation.
Space off. Give that small.
Interrogation. Interrogation, persuasion. No real
In
intimidation.
social, yeah.
Let's do a face-off.
What does that involve? How cool we are?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's kind of the intimidation factor. It's where they get a negative and you get a positive for the rest of the battle, sort of thing.
Cool. How do I do it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. It's not one of the standard roles, I don't think.
Face down. That was it. All right. So,
Oh,
cool plus reputation plus a D10.
All right, so I'll just roll a d10, right?
Yep.
My cool
How'd you
is
roll?
7. My cool is 7.
Yep.
Our reputation is 4, I believe.
Yep. But to be honest,
Or is it with these guys?
haven't heard
different,
of you because they live low tech.
different area.
But we'll still give you a rep of 1.
All right, rolled a 6 plus a 7 is 13 plus 1 is 14. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
These guys roll
14.
terrible. Yep, they sort of like, all of a sudden there's a pause. They don't drop the weapons, but you can see there's a moment where it's caught them off guard, and they haven't. 2 have kind of half turned to you, though they're all looking at you. 2 have kind of half turned. The other 3 are still looking towards Blood and Dante. But you can see you've captured their attention, and there's that hint of fear, and they just kind of like there's a look of panic all of a sudden as the main guy's like, what? And he's just completely speechless as all of a sudden he's got a bloody pistol in his ear balls.
Yeah, and can I, as a last sort of thing before it goes to the next person, can I whisper in his ear? I said, "You walk out of this alive if they put down their weapons." I whispered that in his ear.
Dante, I believe you need to make a mortal check.
Yes.
Is it body roll? This is a flat
Yes,
body
no.
roll.
I don't know. It's not a button I can click, that one.
2 seconds.
My death save is 9. I don't know what that means. I have to roll.
Say again, sorry.
My death save is 9, but I'm not sure.
So you need to roll 9 or under on a D10. And if you get 9 or under, you're safe. And then for the next turn, it'll go down to 8. Hello, my honey. Hello, my hello, darkness, my old friend.
Dante rolls a 10 on a D10.
You are dead.
Give me 1 second. Nope.
Dante's dead, man.
In all the pain that blood winces through, he was able to stabilize Dante.
Oh, shit.
Only just, and I mean by the skin of the dice roll, did blood manage to stabilize him. I mean, there's blood everywhere. Whatever STD Dante's got and/or blood, they've both now got.
Hey, Phil, you got a growth on your stomach, mate.
Hello.
Also,
Nah.
well done on almost semi-saving Dante's life. Not
tried.
confirmed yet, but you know, he's out of the immediate danger.
So he didn't survive? Is that...
You're literally holding your artery in right now.
Yeah, you are.
You managed to slap.
You're pumping his heart.
Yeah, you're not sure whose blood is who because there's just blood everywhere. But the bleeding has seemed to stop. His breathing is shallow. There's a pulse. He does not look good, but he is stable. You only just managed to get it.
Just take it.
Yep.
And I've taken a hostage.
Yep.
Or
Oh, yeah.
drugs.
So the main guy's sort of like pistol in his ear, and you whisper that. With that, the main guy sort of like, you hear a clatter because you can't, you're not looking over, but he'd already dropped his gun. Sorry, when you sort of wrestled him. He kind of like, with his one arm that he's kind of half got free, he kind of just holds it out, like like to the other guys. It's kind of like a half wave, and they kind of like all drop, but they don't drop their guns. They kind of all like lower them down, and you can see they're attentive. They're listening. You get the kind of sense now that there's more to these guys. Like you kind of get the feeling that there's actually a bit of training here, that they're not just bums off the street.
Yeah.
And he says to you, "Parlay."
And I say, I accept your parlay.
Do you mind getting
just-
out of my earball?
I will once you're. So if they actually put their guns on the ground,
But they're not on the ground, but they're all down.
I'd say I'll wait till your friends got their guns on the ground, and then we can parlay.
Yeah.
And this gun comes out of your ear.
He says, it's all right, guys. It's okay. And they kind of all clack. Yep, you see them all drop.
Take the gun out of his ear,
Yep.
but I will grab his other arm as well.
Well,
and
you've
just
still
like,
got his other
Yeah.
arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just sort of like spins, like he doesn't like he just kind of like turns around to
Start's
face
turn.
you
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. I will. He's like, look, we just came into this neighborhood. We're doing a job. Yeah, Uber drinks is on its way past.
Yeah, we got it.
Spoober drinks. Look, we didn't mean any harm. My friend, he's
He's not
he's right
well.
on the edge, but we're trying to keep him that way. And something spooked him, and he let loose with his gun. Look,
Yeah, and that's a grenade that's spiraling out over
that
there.
is a grenade, but the gun from before. Like if you blokes hadn't come down the road, then we wouldn't. There'd be no grenades, you know. So I'm happy for no more bloodshed. We get a little bit of medical attention to my friend here, and we got a job to do too. Do you? I don't want to have to hurt any of you guys. You guys seem to be doing the right thing. You like, and you say parlay. Have you got any medical facilities we could perhaps use?
Say that again, sorry.
I said, you said parlay. Do you guys have any medical facilities that we can use just to get my friend back on his feet?
We
You guys seem
do,
pretty organized.
but you also, as I've said to your traveling companion over there,
Mm-hmm.
this is the land of the Chrome Cavaliers.
Yep. I totally understand
Our
that.
king demands tribute,
Mm-hmm.
and he's insulted our king.
Yeah, he has.
He also
He
fired
has, but not
upon
me.
the king's people.
Yeah, that sounds like a Dante problem. Look, we're just coming through here. We just need to find something. It's getting like no more blood needs to be spilled on this battleground.
All right.
Hmm.
I will need to go talk to my captain,
Mm-hmm.
but be prepared. There may be a cost.
A cost for Dante. Yes, I understand that.
Take him with you.
Sorry, what was that?
Take him with you.
I'll go talk to my captain.
What was before I let you go? Just so if when we meet the captain and perhaps interact with your kingdom in the future, what was your name?
Reginald.
Reginald. Reggie.
Bullshit.
Far too classy for a gutter
Also,
rat.
you don't need to cover the cough, like you're literally coughing up blood, so you're alright. It was like
So these guys, just looking at their appearance, what are they wearing?
now that you're up a bit closer, so yeah, very hobo chic. It's layers of just old clothes.
Okay.
Give me a perception.
God damn it! I don't think I'm good at that.
Yeah, that's alright. Give me a bonus for this one.
Awareness, perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you know?
I'm not good at this. I got 18.
Hmm.
Yeah, like especially looking at who appeared to be the main guy. Yeah, their guns and weapons aren't the best, and you can see they've got like knives and clubs and swords. They've got like some homemade weaponry, but you notice like some of them are wearing like worn out tactical gloves. You can see they're all wearing armor of some description, be it like just like a bit of bended plate or an old tactical vest that has she doesn't look at me. That has plates put in it that's molded, an old tack vest that's been patched up a bit. They're actually reasonably well equipped for shabby looking dudes.
Okay.
And you kind of like, you glance back off down the road, and there's more down the road. You can still see the
Yeah.
spotties and the torches, albeit they've come a bit closer. But you actually also you spot red dots. You kind of like glance around and you can spot red dots every now and again. You're like, shit, there's scopes.
That's not. Yep.
So you're like, yep, but you play it all cool, and you're like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, these guys are clearly
Okay.
not
Do they have
just
like
homeless
insignia
people.
or anything?
No, they're just all in rags and
All right. All right. So, all right, we'll have a parlay. We'll have see if we can get some sort of medical treatment for Dante, but whatever price has to be paid will be paid by Dante.
and he sort of like does a little hand signal, and the guys will just pick up their weapons. They don't take their eyes off your view for a little bit, they just kind of withdraw, and then they turn and walk off.
Okay.
I mean, I could just stop pumping Dante's heart and put a gun to his head and say, I can put you out, just put you out of the misery, sort of thing. Like, we can let you go.
He's
I know.
unconscious.
He is.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, man. Like, you're like a wounded animal here.
Jesus.
You say
Yep.
that while there's like. You're still
Sorry, I couldn't-
spurting blood to blood.
Nah, I'm all good. I'm all good.
He's just
I
like, just like thumbing his chest.
It's a flesh wound.
Yeah, all right. So you kind of like huddle up. Relay's like looking off from the bus.
Should we get the fuck out of here? Or?
No, I mean, I think we're making good contacts here. Like, I think these guys are all right.
Nah, I don't know what
just
to do now, though.
I think Dante fucked up. That's all.
No.
I think we need to get him another fucking chicken because he's starting to lose the old Angus Rebrum and he's going back to his Dante ways.
So we're gonna get eggs, Bobby.
No.
Oh, okay.
We'll think of something.
Okay.
The
I
eggs
tried.
Benny's fucked. All right. So yeah, I will just wait for them.
Does anybody else want to do anything?
I'm not sure what to do. If I'm
Hide and paranoia.
Should I try and give blood first aid in the meantime? How much?
He actually needs paramedicine to get rid of his critical effect, but first aid's still first aid.
Make a stretcher.
some techniques.
Here we go. 11.
Oh boy.
Give you a band-aid. Should be all right.
Yeah, no, like, you
Apply some ice.
you stabilise. Like, he's not bleeding out anymore or anything. You stop that. But yeah, basically,
Thank you.
you've still got the you've got a -2 to your sorry, no, you do. My bad. -2 to your movement, and your
Sometimes I'm a dickhead.
base death save penalty is increased by 1. So easier to die.
Gee.
Alright. So after what feels like an eternity, the guy comes back, this time with more people,
Oh, okay.
but they're not like, "Rah!" They just sort of come back, and you see him, approaching.
Okay. I'll just stand by Dante and blood.
So
And I'm just catching my breath.
And I will flick relay a text saying that they're gonna help us.
Yep.
Heal Dante. And then Dante has to pay them back.
Twitchily starts scooting towards the party and out of the bus.
Make a stealth check. So I know how relay rolls. So actually, yeah, I really like the way you guys have done that. That's all good. Yep. So nobody spots or hears relay. They lose sight of her. She's out. But yeah, you just kind of like scoot along the ground, just tuck from cover to cover and move your way back up closer. So you can easily hear everybody talking. You pull out your gun and you just start executing everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all hear. So Reginald comes up and he's sort of like, he's got his rifle over his shoulder, but he's kind of like it's sitting in front of him, and he's kind of got his arms resting on it, on top of it. But everybody else has sort of got their guns out, so to speak, but they're not all aiming towards you. It's just like a bit of a tense moment. So Reginald says, I've spoken with my captain. There's still a matter of a tithe, toll, sorry, if you want to come into the king's lands. He still feels that it will be steep at 2,000. He also wants... Sorry?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Mm,
What?
I'm sure Dante can afford it.
Well, we also want your friend. He shall be submitted to our court.
Awesome. I mean, that seems fair. Firm but fair. Look, I think I know for a fact that Dante is well versed in the court system, so he should be. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. I think this is going to be a fair trial.
Okay.
So yes, let's do this.
He just sort of like motions to two guys, and they just like walk over to Dante and like look at Blood, who's just like casually sitting on the ground, like like it's all good, and they're like, oh shit,
Oh, good.
I'm alright. And they just sort of like pick Dante up, one
Yep.
arm each, and they sort of sling him over their shoulders, and they sort of walk off towards the light. Reginald says, you're welcome to come with to support your friend.
Sure.
I will
Fast tracked into this king's fucking fast tracked into the land without paying the money.
say that you respect our laws and don't see this as an easy route. If you are unwilling to pay, then we will escort you back out.
Yeah, well, yeah,
That seems fair.
Dante will pay.
Yeah, Dante will pay. How do you say in from your land, my friend will pay? Because that's what's going to happen.
My friend will pay? What?
My friend
That's
will
the
pay.
one. That's the phrase I wanted.
Okay.
And we all point at Rana.
What? No. Dante.
Yep.
Can't see me.
It's true. She has disappeared. She's phantom.
Well, they all
In
start to walk off down the road
With Dante?
with you.
Yep.
Everybody.
Yes.
Relay. Now's the choice. What are you going to do? Are you going to try and keep stealthing, or are you going to just catch up?
I'll keep stealthing for now.
All right.
Blend in with their crowd. Find some of their clothes.
Start just grab and scrap and
Yeah. No. You're all right. Give me 2 secs.
Is there a disguise roll?
What did you roll? 19.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So you all continue to walk down the road. So as you're getting further in, um, it takes a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and the road gets worse and worse. You can see segments where clearly people over the years have tried to level it out and try to clean it up a little bit, and then perhaps a building's finally given up the ghost and just collapsed in on itself, or maybe there was an explosion or a fight or something, or an AV crash. You do spot signs of combat in and around. The buildings do get worse, but then you do spot some that have sort of been patched up, been kind of jury-rigged and made somewhat livable, but not always. But as you get closer in, you find more shanty towns, more impromptu setups with tenting and canvases. You do find pockets of people, and then you might not see anybody for 5 minutes. You find scavenger crews, sort of like just picking out the bones of a building. Kids running back and forth down the road, hurrying bags and boxes. Some have sack trucks, some have trolleys, some are just hoofing it on their feet, going flat knackers as the crow flies. So you do find you pass what looks like checkpoints, and you go through a couple, and they're not like the big military style or police style or security style that you guys have seen, but more of like like a little, either a shack has been made, or again another sort of tent has been made up, but spotlights as you get closer just like a flash into life and light up the area. And Reginald talks to the people like who man it, and then they sort of keep going off. And you get to the second one, and you stop, and he's talking to somebody, and you see him turn and look down the road, and he says, "Is there a friend of yours behind us?
Yes.
Do they want to join us or continue skulking in the shadows?"
Give me a second.
Yep.
Jimmy, open a line.
Communication channels. Open.
I'll call Rana.
Yep.
Hey, yo,
See them
relay. Like they can all see you back there. You wanna come up here, or you happy down there in the shadows, just skulking around, or?
Oh, fuck. Well, might as well head to my own funeral then, and
No,
I
it's
just
all good. Oh,
kind of just...
we're under the protection of the king. This is great. We'll be fine. We'll get in there. I got this.
he's
So
heading.
I mean, you did really good considering. You did really good. It was a crit that caught you.
And I'll awkwardly shuffle out.
Yep.
Close communications. Yeah, should be right here.
Yep. And they just sort of like eye you up. Relays, you meet all these hobo people.
Lights them up.
God. These fucking hobo people, they're the ones that beat me up and stole my cardboard. I didn't need to get
Actually,
fucking
I'll tell you what.
newspaper as bedding.
You can make a local knowledge check.
Jesus.
Local history. You should have a +2 bonus, I think, off the top of my head. Or a 2 rank in it is what you should
Let
have.
me see. So that would be
Education.
education. It is under education.
Alrighty. Yeah, make a local history knowledge roll for me. 15. Okay.
15.
So you've heard about the Chrome Cavaliers. They're very territorial. They ruled by the king in Chrome. He's this sort of figure, like you've seen many of the Chrome Cavaliers before. They kind of they often look after hobos when they're in trouble. They kind of keep their roads and areas safe.
Yeah.
They aren't a bad source to go to when you kind of need some information, because they seem to, even though they live, in the old city, they kind of, they have little networks because they're all like hobos.
It's the Hobo Network. This is
But
where I used to get a lot of information.
yeah, in their land, it's pretty, if you break the law, there are consequences.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So with that, you'll continue to walk for maybe another 10, 15 minutes. And by now they've actually got a stretcher for Dante as they're carrying him in. And you get to an area that looks like a proper shithole. Like, it's rubble everywhere.
Yes, I used to live in a place like this.
And they lead you over to, well, you kind of like go into what looks like a car park, like a garage door and a ramp that goes down. And as you walk in, you notice that like security's a bit, there's more people here, so security's a bit more tighter. There are people coming and going, but again, it looks like slums. And then as you go down into this car park, there's sort of like car shells and frames everywhere. There's more barrels and fires and people watching, and you get down another couple of layers and it's cleaned out and it's been turned into, like walls have been put up and barricades, and it's sort of like a little housing project. You can smell food cooking. There's people talking, engaging. You can see people bartering and trading. All sorts are happening in this sort of level. And they take Dante over to an area which kind of looks like it's like a medic bay. You see cots lying around. There's a few people there that are all being looked after. You can see like
Angus's
IV
dry
balls
reaching.
and medical equipment all over the place. So they sort of set him down, and you can see the guys talking to what you only presume is a nurse or a doctor, and they start hooking him up and looking him over and peeling the bandages off and starting some form of trauma care.
Nice.
And Blood's still looking alright.
Always.
They kind of like eye him off, and he's just like standing there like, yeah, whatever. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll go back to our thing now. So Reginald turns back and he says, so they're going to stabilise your friend, make sure he's okay, and then when he's fit, he'll stand trial. So
Sounds good.
You're welcome to stay. He points down the way to a large sort of erected wall, and he says, there's a man down there that will rent you some cots. Don't leave this area. For your safety and ours, you will be watched. But I'll go talk to my captain and I'll come find you again soon.
Yeah, no worries.
And with that, he leaves you. There's still two guys stay here, and everybody else just sort of like walks off with Reginald. So what would you like to do?
So that was the order. The order was to go to the cots
Yeah.
and stay in this area.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what we do until a trial is set for Dante when he's fit and healthy.
Might take a while. You might want to go dig around the bunker that you came here for.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do that,
Yep. All right.
but we'll sort this out. We'll sort this out first.
So you head over to the room place, and you just sort of like open the door. And
Should be all right.
Inside is a large open space, and yeah, it's literally got like bunk beds and cots strewn all over the place. And there's a man sitting at a desk in like sort of an little open plan office almost looks like, but really it's a desk and a filing cabinet. But he does have like a little generator, and he's got like an old computer set up that he's sort of sitting on. And he looks up at you and he's like, oh, and he's sort of almost a little speechless in that there's three people presenting that don't look down and out. And he's like, are you lost?
A little. A little bit.
Not going to kill a black bear. Yeah, nah, I don't know where I am.
Trying to save the life of my friend. Little confused, little lost. Yeah, there's a couple of column A, column B. Yeah.
How can I help?
Well, I mean, Sir Reginald told us to come down here, sign in or something, so we can get a couple of beds, cots. One of my mates is up for trial or something. He's done something terrible.
Okay, well,
just a quick one. I mean, like I said, I'm a bit confused. Is there some like in this court process? Is there usually like death penalties or anything like that?
I mean, well,
guillotines or anything that we should be concerned about? Or is it just like hard labor fixing up the combat zone or something?
What he did? What did he do?
Theft.
Theft?
No, it wasn't theft. He shot at some civilians.
He stole a life. Theft. Oh.
He did. He did do that. Wow. He stole lives.
Self-defense.
I mean,
self-defense is a shadow for fuck's sake.
That's not...
He gets spooked easily, and you know.
Like, was it
premeditated? Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't think it was premeditated. I think it was a snap decision to do it. But anyway, what are we talking about for penalties for crimes committed in this kingdom that I had no idea about?
Well, I mean, really, it's just like it is in the city, you know.
Oh, beauty! I fucking heaps of people in the city.
But if he's killed somebody, I mean, yeah, it really ain't looking good. Like, they'll probably get the executioner out.
Yeah, cool.
And he carries that's like a code word for like
a guy
stripper.
With a big axe.
Or...
Yep.
Oh, okay.
only an axe.
Oh, that's all right. He'd like an axe, wouldn't he?
Not the guitar kind, but you know, sharp kind.
Okay, that's a different turn of events.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
We can deal with an axe. We can wait and see what happens at trial.
And how long do the trials go for? And is there a jury?
Oh well, no.
Or the king decides.
Yeah, here we will adjudicate over.
And does this king have a name?
Does he live on? Does he live on the hill over there?
Chrome. Interesting.
Chrome King.
King in Chrome. All right. Well, on that note, you wanna? I guess we.
Sound good for your friend.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a tough break for him.
It wouldn't surprise
Um,
me if they also like want some sort of payment towards the land. They like saying.
yeah. I'm sure Dante's good for that.
It's like,
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, just give us a few cots.
Sure.
I mean,
Do you
3.
have anything to trade, or are you paying in eddies, or trades? Yeah, sometimes works better.
that's Dante's problem.
Yeah, Dante said he'd pay.
I don't see this Dante in front of me, so are you
That's true. How much is it? How much is it
relatively in the
cost?
chest? Well, look, how long are you staying for?
How long is it going to take Servation to go talk to the captain to tell us when this trial is?
I don't know.
Then I don't know. Let's
You
start with one
tell
night.
me. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, we'll run a cot for 2 eddies a night.
Half it. Nah. Yeah.
All right, you got a deal. 2 eddies a night. Now, because
If it does sweeten the deal,
I say
cards.
friend is a very strong word, but I should say acquaintance. My acquaintance Dante, who did this crime, this heinous crime. Do we have to pay for his bed as well? His medical bed?
Well, I don't have any medical beds here, and Reginald didn't say anything to you about it.
Hmm.
Interesting. Can we have a medical bed then?
Is that free? A medical bed's free?
Well,
They'll be covered by the medical costs.
I
Probably.
don't have medical beds here. They're usually in the medics area.
Oh, interesting.
Why? Where's
Uh,
your friends over there?
All right, I'll buy the bloody 4 cots then. I'll do it. And relax. I use 8 eddies, mate.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. He pulls out this weird old box thing, and he's like, "Yep, just swipe your card here for me."
Can we get a receipt as well, please?
Card.
A card?
Your chip.
Ah.
Yep. And he writes out he just like slaps it on your chest, and it sticks in the blood. There's your receipt, champ.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
He
Yep.
like goes through this little box, and he pulls out 4 like acrylic plastic discs that have a key on it, and he hands you the 4 keys, and he's like, "These will be your cots, and there's a lock box by each one of them. I assure
Sweet.
you have the only key other than me." And
Could I have that one too?
Can we?
No.
Can we do a check on this guy to see what he's concealing?
Sure.
That
Pat him
seems
down.
sus. Yeah. How do we do that, buddy? Where is it?
It's human perception.
Perception. I forgot where that was.
Human
So I was-
perception. It's under
see-
social.
Social human perception.
Oh yeah, human perception. Oh shit.
Oh wow, double 13s. That's got to be something special about that. Yep,
Snake us.
you notice like the giant 50 caliber rifle is hiding under his shorts. No, you think he's telling the truth that everything's safe and secured.
All right. Let's head to bed, and I guess we just chill out and wait for this all to blow over. Have you guys got a pub here, or
Anything?
you got like a chain of bongies or something?
Wish I thought of that.
Please.
We do have there's
Huang bongs.
there is a
You got some crab sticks? Crab sticks and a beer?
I don't know what they call them. They're not pubs in America, are they? Pubs. There's a pub
Pub.
down the road.
There is a pub.
Yeah, he says there is a gathering. You'll see it's sort of like an open area down the way.
It's one of those public space fucking barbecues, isn't it?
with all
Oh.
these, they've got like all these hanging lights and
Mm.
boxes.
Are we going to be in any trouble walking down there, or do we need an ID to walk around or anything like that?
You won't be in any trouble unless you like start trouble.
Very cool.
That's a
Start
possibility.
trouble there.
Oh,
No.
I mean,
No.
I wouldn't.
Depends. If my name's Dante, probably.
Yeah. You know, I will tell you this. Everything you've heard about Dante is true.
Or is it? No, it is.
Keep telling you, Dante should have a rep.
Anyway, thank you, sir. We'll head
All right,
to
we're
the
going to go to bed.
Dante.
bed. We're going to go to bed, not pub.
Yep.
What are the trading hours at the pub,
I'm
actually?
pretty sure it's only like. Didn't you guys head into the old city in the morning? So I'm pretty sure it's like rolling on to lunchtime.
Yeah, we're going to go to bed.
That's why I wanted to go. It's nap time.
Yeah,
siesta.
yeah. The adrenaline's
Siesta.
worn off, so you have a little siesta. And you wake up about dinner time.
What time is it? A 24-hour pub?
Well, yeah, reasonably. There's
Has
always-
this fucker come back yet? Like,
Coming
he said
down.
that he was just going to go and talk to the fucking captain and come back.
He didn't want to disturb you while you were sleeping. And the captain's got other things to do.
Oh, fucking, come on. Bullshit.
Yeah, after a while, Reginald comes wake you up from your nanny nap. And he says, I have news, I guess you could say.
Ooh, fantastic. Good, I hope.
Well, yeah, so the doctors have been able to stabilise your friend sufficiently. He received quite a nasty chest wound there. He's got a few broken ribs, but he will heal. Somebody did a pretty decent job on stopping the blood flow, which is always good. So
I'm pretty sure he just jammed as much gauze in as possible.
Yeah, they did
For the
remove a
best.
little bit. Some was just hanging on there. But yeah, he should hopefully sort of regain conscious within a day, and we'll prop him up and stand trial for.
So the trial's
murder,
tomorrow?
really, and assault. Yeah. Planning that he's gonna wake up.
That's terrifying.
Well, yeah. So, I guess we should probably have a chat about outcomes. I'll be
Hit us with it.
honest. It won't be looking good for your friend.
Hit us with the bad news first.
That's fine.
Well, worst comes to worst is
Yeah,
he'll
worst
be
case.
executed for crimes against the kingdom.
What's the best case scenario?
Fruit
He'll
picking.
Probably stay here for life doing hard labour.
He will be. Yeah.
Best case ever. Shit.
Mm-mm.
Oh well.
I mean,
He needs a good lawyer.
we're open to other things, lawyers.
Do you guys have lawyers in this kingdom?
I mean, we do. We have adjudicators.
Have you heard of Rebrament and Lex? Or
What's the average price?
2 Eddies.
depends on what you got to barter and trade. That does pretty well down here. But depending on who they are, they take money. I mean, because only a fool would represent himself, right?
He's fucked.
Probably. Well, have fun fruit picking and living your life. Yeah.
After the trial, we're good to go, right?
Well, yeah, we can escort you back out of the territories.
Sweet. And can we get like a map of exactly where your territory is so we can go like
Ooh.
just give them the outside of it and we're not like really crossing any paths ever again?
Oh, well, I mean,
Do you guys have a company car?
you taking the piss?
Yes.
I like it. Look, old city centre is pretty much ours. If you want something in the old city centre, you come through us.
Yeah, right.
For now.
Can I ask what you were doing here?
You can go for it.
Probably.
What were you doing here?
It's a long,
Solid question. Yeah.
it's a long story.
Well, we've got
Where
time.
where do I start?
Don't start at the
Start.
beginning. Start at
Okay.
Yeah,
sort
go.
of
Let's start at
what
the end and go
brought you
backwards.
to come into the road.
Well, what brought me on to come to the road? There was a day back in Chicago, many moons ago. Not important right now, but we're in here after a bit of tech.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
What kind
Old
of
tech.
tech?
old tech.
Well, there's still some around. I mean, depends on what you were after.
Mm. I would have to quickly pull out my notepad that I have in my vest and quickly check. We were heading. Do you know where the building for Quantum Guard Solutions is?
Doesn't ring a bell to me, but I'm sure like that was a company here.
Can you look it up?
Yeah, like an office building.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah,
ring a
I
bell to
did
me.
stuff.
But that doesn't mean it's not here. Obviously, it just
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't mean it's not here. Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that specific building. For a bit of a dive.
well, I mean, look, you can hire guides that might know their way there, or there are map makers, there are treasure hunters, scavenger crews.
Mhm.
There's plenty of people around that might know something about where it is.
But you don't.
Me, no. I
Oh.
don't do scavenging work. I do more of patrolling and security.
And what was your name?
It's still
It's-
Reginald.
Oh, I
Sarah.
thought we were talking to the
Nah, this is
the
Sarah.
admin dude with the
Came back from
cats.
the Kappa time.
Yeah, okay. So that changes the whole dynamic. What's your name?
Still Reginald. Still the same.
All right. Well, I mean, so what? Sorry. Remind me when the trial for Dante is.
And well, hopefully, if he wakes up tomorrow and he's fit to stand, they'll wheel him straight in.
Fucking sick. All right, let's go to
Hammered
bed.
out. Okay. What do you mean go to bed? I'll just wake you up.
Let's go to bed again. Let's go to the pub.
Fast forward as we say.
So would the trial be today or tomorrow? Surely he wakes up tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You got
Tomorrow,
fine.
yeah.
You wake up tomorrow. All right.
We'll,
Yeah,
Let's go to the pub.
jam him full of adrenaline and see if he pops open his eyeballs, and you'll be good to go.
yeah, you'll be right.
Yeah.
We'll see. Time will tell.
Yeah, what? I reckon. I think he's going to do okay.
I mean, I like your optimism. Well, in saying that,
Sorry, what was your name again? I keep
Reginald.
lost- Reginald.
Mm.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
watching you write it down. I'm pretty sure I got it this time. It's Reginald with an R and
Yeah,
an
with
E
an
and
R.
a G and an
Yeah,
I and an N.
I've got double N and double L.
Reggie.
But anyway. All good.
Yeah, they're all here. They're all here.
Amazing.
8:44.
8:44.
No, you're at it.
He's lost all train of thought.
Yep. Oh yeah. So I should let you know that post the hearing, if you all intend to stay to go seek this quantum whatever it was company.
Yep. Yeah.
You will. Again, don't forget there will be a toll to pay. Don't think you can scarf her out. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to, be that guy that comes down. But
So is it just 2,000 eddies to travel around the city wherever you want, or is it like different posts where you have to pay?
No, it's
And
2,000.
and with that, are there like tuk-tuks that come with that price or anything, or
Any little freebie public transport?
Did you see the roads coming in here?
yeah,
Yeah.
like maybe
Remember
hover
those hills we
Do we
walked
get-
up and over?
hover
Yeah.
tuk-tuk or something?
Yeah. I mean, there are
Hey.
some in some areas, but I doubt where
Yeah.
you want to go to. Are you taking the piss? Are you? What's going on here? What
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah, we were.
all
We
good.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were a little bit.
killing me. So yeah, just again keep that in mind. I don't.
Is there anything free in this town?
Well, no, these people have to scavenge to live, so
Oh, that seems pretty
Scavenging's
fucked up.
free.
That's true.
No, you got to pay $2,000.
Oh, you got to pay $2,000 to scavenge. Where do they come up with the $2,000 to scavenge?
That's what you got to pay to
Is that a
scavenge.
license or something? License
yeah,
to
I'll just
scavenge.
catch you guys tomorrow. Just remember, people are watching. Don't try to run. You'll just die tired and all that jazz. So
Yeah, no. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
All good.
And he
All
gets
good.
up and walks off.
Do we shake the hand?
He just walked
Yes.
off.
What was
Wait,
that? What was that bloke's name again?
Deginald?
Deginald.
Deginald?
Deginald. All right. Can
You
we?
can hear him stroking out from here. You were going to say?
Look, I'm happy to fast forward till the next day, as opposed to just flapping about and doing nothing.
I'm happy
Unless
to.
something else.
Phil?
I guess it just comes
Yeah,
down to
yeah,
whether you
yeah.
guys wanted to do the basement job before I wake up or not.
I'm not paying $2,000 to go and scavenge. Not when these hobos scavenging for free.
Yeah, I'm a fast forwarder.
Yep. Yep. So that's another 2 eddies per night. So you
Oh,
actually
motherfucker.
stay another 2 nights.
Another 2 eddies.
So
This is
that's 4 eddies
Fucking
each.
extortion.
I did pay ship for the last one. I thought Jim
I
was
paid
paying
for
for
the
me.
first. I paid for the first night.
Yeah.
For everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, same again then.
Yeah, your turn.
That's a total of 3 nights now, is it?
Yeah, 3 nights total.
I don't have a lot of money.
That's right. You paid the 8
He
fucking
is willing
eddies.
to barter.
It's
Oh.
4.
I'll
Yeah.
go half price. Half price. We've been here for long enough.
Well, what are you bartering?
I want half price accommodation if we're going to be here for.
I don't haggle, mate. No haggling.
I
will
I do.
barter. But come on, 2 eddies for a bloody landlubber like yourself. Look here.
all right.
All
Well,
glitzed up. You got shiny stuff. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Come on, Chris. Oh, I got close. I got really close. I mean, look, I'm not making a lot of money here to begin with. I'm asking for 2 eddies, but I guess, I mean, whew, you drive a hard bargain. What if, just hear me out, what if we do a deal where, say, we do 2 nights for
2 eddies.
4 eddies,
that's exactly the same. Oh, 3 nights or 2 nights?
2 nights.
It's for 4 eddies.
Yeah, for all of
Oh,
us.
for everyone. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. 4, 8,
Are you
12.
bleeding me dry?
So 12 eddies because old mate in med bay is free.
Yes.
Roger. So that goes to 1. And that goes to 2. Easy done. Lifetime pass.
I mean,
All right. So,
could have got something good for giving me your pretty awesome sunglasses. I haven't had a pair of shades in decades, but that's all right. Don't worry about it now. Too late. It's gone. Anyway, you sleep through a couple of days. You just pull up the old blankaroos and tuck your night head in and sleep away until eventually you're invited by Reginald to attend Dante's hearing. And so you all sort of get your stuff together and you make your way down to a chamber further down the car park underground. And as you get further down, there are less and less common people, more and more soldiers, what it looks like. But again, they all still look like scummy, but you know, the living conditions are actually quite nice, you know, all things considered. You find more generators down the bottom, like the lightings are all set up. And you're led into a makeshift room where it's set up very similar to a courtroom. You have the big bench at the back with a curtained off area. You see somebody off in the corner with a light up computer screen. You see a couple of people talking to each other. They're not completely dressed in rags, but you know, they look comfortable. And strapped up on a bench, sitting sort of semi upright, is Dante off on the side on a podium sort of thing.
Hannibal Lecter mask on.
And no, just sort of strapped to a bench. There's like eyes half lolling in his head. He's got an IV pulse strapped up.
And he is going to do so well when he advocates for himself.
Just give you guys a thumbs up as you come in the room.
Surely he gets community service or something.
And you know, you're invited to have a seat. And eventually, a man off to the says, "All rise for the king and crown," and everybody stands up.
Except for Dante.
Dante's already standing.
Oh, okay. It's like an upright bed, is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's sort of an angled upright. You all stand?
Yeah.
Looking at you,
Yes.
Blood.
Does Blood stand?
Yeah, I'll stand. Yeah, I'll stand, I guess. Slowly.
Her eyes on you as you're like,
Just a big groan. Like,
Oh, maybe.
and stepping out into the light behind this curtain is a form sort of racked in this shiny armor plate. It's not like a full knight, but he's got like a chest piece, shoulder pauldrons, braces, and underneath that is sort of like this flowing robe that is also sort of a shiny chromy silver, and he's got a hood that drapes down with a sort of a scavenged crown almost. It's the only thing that kind of looks a bit hodgepodge on him, you know. It's kind of like this shiny sort of bolted crown thing. And he sort of sits down and everybody else sits down. And the man at the front stands up and he says, before you today, our king in chrome is an outsider who shot and killed 3 civilians in a wanton display of terrorism against the land.
Yeah, I think you're done, brother. Sorry.
When our men intervened, he attempted to attack them, but they were much quicker and got the drop on him and put him down.
I whispered to the person next to me, "That's true."
It's like the king in chrome. All of a sudden you say, yeah, that's true. Oh, is it? Oh, death.
But Dante's coherent enough to hear all this?
You're, you're with it and you're able to hear all this. when offered, sorry, should have said, when offered to enter the land, sorry, is when he attempted to pull out a grenade and was shot by our men.
Also true.
And the king in chrome sits at the back, non-moving, like just sort of stoic, standing there, this larger-than-life figure, and you can see the little person at the side clacking away at a keyboard. We find, this is the person talking, the lawyer. We find that his wanton disregard for our laws and the attack on our people, we request that our king puts him for execution.
Yep.
And you just hear a
Yep.
few
Yep.
around the courthouse.
Firm but fair.
Fucking hell.
The
Hashtag.
man sits down, and another person off to the side then turns to you, Dante, and says, "Do you have anything to say in your defense?"
Open my name.
My name's Jen.
I'm pretty surprised I'm still alive right now. But I must say, I'm not really sure about this whole 3 civilians dying thing. I mean, all I know is I fired a couple of shots overhead, as I was asked to by my leadership.
Oh damn.
And
Not true.
That's not true.
That's not true at all. That didn't happen. That's a lie.
and
Hang him.
sorry, I'm still not fully recovered yet. What exactly are my options here legally?
How did I get out of this?
The man.
Look,
Just
I
talking
am
to the guy
not
who's
good
talking
in
to me.
high pressure situations. I need a multiple voice. All right.
The man that sort of said it all before, like, sort of stands up confusedly, and says, "Sorry, what are your options?"
Sorry, this is the guy who's right next to me looking at me. I'm like,
Oh no, this
Yeah.
is the guy that was talking in the beginning.
yeah, no, I'm just more was there a person who looked at me next to me who was
Oh
like,
no, he's not next
Oh.
to you. He was sort of off
Yeah.
to the
Does-
side a bit.
same? Doesn't matter. Yeah,
Does
whoever.
Dante have a lawyer?
Well, you don't see anybody there.
That's good.
Objection.
I'm just gonna start looking for the exits that are closest to me,
Yep, right
just in
behind
case.
you.
Good. I'm very aware of that.
I mean, where exactly am I right now?
You're in the kingdom of the king in chrome. You're in the old city.
I guess that'd be you, sir. And I was looking straight over at the king.
Yes,
Oh,
but he
and he's-
doesn't move.
Well, you got me now. What do you want with me? I mean, I got skills.
Um,
I got trade. I got breath in me. What do you need? I can see you got my friends here hostage. I'm happy to help any way I can.
That's not true at all.
If you want to know if I'm sorry,
He's a liar.
I'm not sure how so there are 3 civilians that die. Like, I'm looking around at someone else. 3 people really die.
you can see that there's. Well, you can't tell because you can't read human emotion and responses. But there's an air of confusion in the room.
Oh, yeah, well, if that's true, I am sorry about that. That was not my intention. It was just supposed to scatter a group of people who were coming up on our flank with no warning. I do apologize for that.
You see that man that was the prosecutor, for the lack of a better word. He sort of like He looks back to the king and king in chrome, and he looks back at you, and then he kind of like he looks a little lost all of a sudden. So you're saying you apologise for murdering those people?
Yes, I do.
Done.
And what of
Did we see people die?
refuting to pay the land's tithe?
Or like that's never happened before.
I think he's just admitted guilt, hasn't he? Though?
I don't think this is the kind of trial where you get to. Sorry, can I hear blood? That's
fine.
Or not. Sorry about it.
Shut up.
The report
I mean,
is that you did it in a less than hospitable manner.
That's true. That was true. That
That was very true.
Did what? Sorry.
The refusing to pay the land tithe to honour the king in chrome.
Well, I didn't feel like I had much choice. It was clear to me that I had to give up money that I may or may not have, or I was going to die. It was never given to me the option that I had the choice to do anything else.
You could retreat and not come into the land, but that's true.
That was not given as an
You
option.
could retreat and not come into the land.
My God, I feel like you guys are the worst character witnesses.
That is true.
That's true. That bit's true. Brandon, really, that's true.
I'm going to subtly scoot away from Blood and Gin.
So,
11.
do you have... Everybody hears this. And she slides across the pew, which just happens to be the only polished one left in all the area.
She
It was probably an owl fuck as I got caught on a bit of rust. Ah, goodness!
Well, is there anything else you want to say to the court?
objection.
What?
This man is innocent.
That's
Thanks,
not true.
bud.
That's not true.
It's not true. He did it in self-defense.
Well,
Also not true.
we have witnesses. that-
Alive?
Yes.
Oh, well, yep. I'll stand corrected then.
Uh-oh.
No objection.
I believe the term's objection withdrawn, but that's okay.
Reverse
I think,
objection.
Uno reverse.
They turn back to you, Dante. Is there anything else you would like to say before we
Execute you.
ask the king to pass judgment?
At this point, I lean over to Virgin and go, "Start the
Right.
bus! Get it running!"
He's in the
So
court
this
with us, isn't he?
Just a sort of out of game. So this is like basically I'm being sentenced right now. There's no
Playing for your life
anything else to it.
is out of game.
Like, I mean,
I'm
there's not much
still-
to play with, but I'll be like, I mean,
Sell
it's
it.
just a trophy killing. But I'll right. I request trial by combat.
With the king.
Damn, son.
If you're gonna execute me, I'm going down swinging.
Out of game, GM says, "Plead for your life." Hello, Leyland.
And Jay.
Hi.
Best intro ever. Alright, so trial by
Repeat.
combat is what you're requesting.
To repeat myself, yes.
Oh, passive
Although I
aggressive.
believe I was following orders, I plead guilty to all charges and request trial by combat.
Sorry, you were following orders?
He was not following. There was no orders. No
Kid-
orders.
It's untrue.
That is not a true statement.
Objection?
Didn't
Yeah,
get asked.
objection,
Right.
unfit to stand trial due to mental incompetence.
No, he's fine. But that bit about the orders thing, that's not true.
He didn't. He didn't have to swear on the Bible or right hand.
Is
or
there
anything
no
like
order
that.
in this court? Honestly, this is
He's
terrible.
still good.
Sustained.
Overall. So, we are going to adjourn for recess.
Oh, cool.
while
Recess.
The king makes his decision. And you're all ushered outside of the courtroom, except for Dante.
Awesome.
So,
All right.
Jay, to give you the quick
Yeah.
update. So, what you remember is that you were turning back to have a look at your bus to make sure it was all right, and
Mm.
you had heard the sound of gunfire, and as you turned around, Dante had shot into a little group of people. You saw a couple of bodies drop and a couple of bodies scatter. You didn't really see who they were. They were kind of just shapes, silhouettes.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately after that, everybody kind of like hustled to try and find cover. And you saw lights, like torch lights, flash from down the end of the road, and sounds of hooping and calling. And eventually, a group of people had come forward, 6 people, and they didn't seem to spot anybody except for Dante, who was standing in the middle of the road, sort of like looking around, all wary. And they'd essentially asked him, what was going on, what was he doing here. If he was going to travel, he had to pay a toll to travel the roads.
Mm-hmm.
He said no to that, which was fair. Then tried to pull out a grenade, but they were quicker on the draw.
Exactly, that's what we did.
Up. 2 rounds later, he fell down, not very conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Blood also took a nasty wound, but still managed to crawl over and stabilize him. And you look over, and Blood's like, he's still got a bandage on. It's red. It's and he's kind of like, he's short of breath all the time, and you're like, are you all right? And he's just like, I'm okay, I'm all right.
All
he
good.
doesn't look
All-
flash hot, but he tells you he's all right. Essentially, just after the gunfight, to end the gunfight, Jin managed to like explode out of cover, and grapple with the guy in charge out of the 6, and got him into a kind of a standoff position, and managed to convince them all to drop their weapons. And they got to talking, and he had said, we're going to take your friend back to pay for his crime. He's travelled in our lands, in our area. We're gonna put him through the system. So here we are. That's brought you up to speed. Anybody else?
Pretty good.
Sweet.
Some bloke called Sir Reginald as well.
Does anyone have any peanut butter?
No, in it's
No.
Damn.
fair enough. Carry on.
What a strange
Yeah, let's
thing
go.
to
All right.
ask.
So we're outside having a recess.
So you're outside having a recess. You're all caught up. Unless there's anything else you want to quickly do.
Go and get peanut butter.
No.
Oh, you're in a hobo town, I should say, by the way, essentially.
Shanty.
But at the moment,
There is-
you're in the lower levels of a underground car park that's
Yep.
pretty much survived the explosion. Like, it's not flash hot, like parts have fallen down, but they've kind of like
Okay. So
turned
it's
it into
not
town.
like a legitimate court or anything like that.
No,
It's
it's
kangaroo court.
yeah, very much so, very much so.
Lord of Flies here.
Yeah,
Right. Okay. So right. So this is the setup to Thunderdome.
almost, but a little bit more civilized. Like these guys,
Okay.
So they've identified themselves as the Chrome Cavaliers. Relay had kind of, as they were walking, had sort of advised everybody that they're not bad guys. They kind of protect the homeless and, well, people that pay for their protection in the old city.
Hmm.
It's kind of like a bit of a damn it, what's the word?
Militia.
No, starts with an R. Feudal.
Yep.
F. We'll go F. Like a feudal society. I don't know why I was thinking R.
A rural
Yeah,
society.
rural society. Feudal society.
Yeah, you were thinking of the Asian pronunciation. Rural
Yeah, that's the
society.
one. Bog hangs.
Mm.
So yeah, it's kind of like knights and soldiers. Yep, good chat. All right.
Captain.
Yep.
So yeah, now they're attending court, and you've just kind of like snapped out of your coma just for them to say they're going to
Recess.
yeah, and come back in. All right, so they invite you back in, and everybody sort of stands when the king comes back in, and sits back down again.
Mm.
When you say what do you mean?
Yeah, no, all right.
Is it another one of those?
Half stand. Yeah.
The man on the left that says that all rise, sit down, says,
Bailiff.
well, normally a bailiff, but nobody said what his title was here, so we just identified him as the man in the side. Says the king in Chrome has made a decision. In lieu of alternatives, the king has accepted trial by combat.
Amazing.
And you're all
Holy shit.
ushered out. Well, you're not ushered out immediately. But actually, no, the king in Chrome disappears. Oh, Sam,
So-
he buggers off. Curtains close. And
Awesome.
you're all sort of standing in there going, what the fuck?
Awesome.
Not happy with that.
Except for apparently Version, who's got a big grin and looks very excited for himself.
Yeah. I'm just picturing two Master Blasters going at it. Our retard versus your retard. Let's go.
Just
Look, man. We'll just fill him full of fucking synth coke and let him go at it.
We've just gone through hell. But
Special fuck.
when's the
Yeah, when's trial by
trial
combat?
when's that due?
well, they better let him heal up
I haven't
first.
said yet.
Well, Reginald is standing next to you. Well, he comes over to you. He says, yeah, look, it's, it's not a shit show. They will get your friend stable and sort of pump him full of drugs to get him up and running. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if that was the outcome you guys really wanted.
Hey, look. We had to leave it in Dante's hands. He's got he's been through a lot lately, and he had to take his own destiny in his own hands, and he chose trial by combat. If he's confident,
Look,
then I'm
I
confident.
will say that's a ballsy maneuver, one I've not seen from an accused before.
I do have one question.
Shoot.
I also have a question.
All right, I'll go first. Do you guys have any live chickens?
Well, I mean, yes,
And how much are they worth? Are they up for sale anywhere?
not usually, but
Could they be?
I mean, yeah. Look, everything's got a price down here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we'll talk business later. All right, sorry, Blood. Your question?
It's more of a question towards Dante, I guess. It was because we have to stay for a little bit longer, he's paying for the accommodation, right? Depends on how long the trial by combat's going to
Hey,
be.
look, that's fair.
He's paying for all of our accommodation from here on in.
Who are you talking to?
Can I hear them?
Yeah,
I don't
you
know, is
can,
he out?
as they're sort of like the guys are coming over to carry you out. Actually, no,
Yeah.
one of them's got a sack truck. They just like honk you on the sack truck.
Strapping me in.
They're about to wheel you out.
You looking to bleed me dry too, blood? After you patch me up? Yeah, that's fine by me.
Accommodation from
Hey,
here.
Dante,
here
how confident are you?
Oh, I'm sure it's about 50-50.
Do we
Solid.
I think that's better what I had
some
before.
sort of like training montage or something?
Yeah, sure. I'm doing crunches right now.
Yeah,
To make
okay.
you like really good at like boxing or something, like in a short amount of time.
Well, I've not heard of. I've not seen anybody ask for trial by combat. I've seen it be given, but that's got to give you some props. But I wouldn't want to be you.
Shit.
Who's the King's champion? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, he'll do it.
Oh, the King will do it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Does he wear like his like full armor set and all that? Like when he goes into combat.
Yeah, it'll be. Yep.
Now, when we say combat, does he prefer melee combat or like ranged combat?
It'll be melee combat. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Exactly. I think Dante's got like, I think it's not 50-50. I think it's 25-75.
The King's way.
King's way. Yeah, absolutely. I think bets are on. I think Dante's got a quarter of a chance.
So wait, you think he's going to win?
Oh God, no!
Ah.
But did you see that dude's armor?
Because I would have.
But like,
that bad. But yeah, no, okay, yep.
it depends. Like, how free is Dante to sort of roam with us for the next sort of until the trial by combat? As long as we stay in the confines of the camp, can we train him up?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, he'll be given chaperones.
Sweet. Are there any rules to this trial by combat that we should know, or is that an on the day next session sort of thing?
Oh, it's pretty standard. Happens every day, right? 2 men enter, 1 man leave. That sort of biz. Yep, I see you smiling,
like it.
buddy.
Burden's getting so hard right now.
Yep. No, that'll be. He'll be given a range of weapons to choose from, and they'll enter an arena and fight.
What sort of weapons are usually distributed in the arena?
Oh, swords, axes, hammers, spears, shields, nets.
Preferred weapon, Dante?
Corn on a cob.
A corn on the cob. Can we get any?
I'm just
Can we get any corn cobs in the arena
no.
just in case?
Just mucking around. I'm not sure.
Possibly, but I don't think so. I mean,
Not
give
sure.
him a choice. He doesn't have to pick now. But
And I just ask how open to bribery is the king?
bribery, not at all. But donations to the land, tithes to the king, are definitely a thing that exist.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think, Version? I mean, you already owe that guy. You're like 35,000, like in debt with that other guy.
Sorry, what? What?
I was just saying that Version here, he's already 35,000 in debt with this bloke called Garibaldi.
Oh.
Well, I was just thinking like maybe we could work out some sort of betting tree, if you will, and perhaps maybe you and we walk away with a bit more than we walked in with,
and kill the king.
I'm not saying we got to kill him. I'm not saying we're killing him. I'm just like,
Who's this guy?
So this is me looking for the exit.
Yeah. You grab your briefcase and you
Yeah.
just fucking run. Well, I mean, what exactly are you proposing? This is diversion, not blood.
well,
Fraud.
well, I'm just saying, like, you know, in this city, money can maketh quite the man, and you know, who's to say that we need to walk out of this with less than what we walked in with? You know,
Right. Who would take a bet on your friend Dante compared to the king and crow? Because I would.
probably
Not a
Dante,
chance.
but
Yeah, Dante would do it. Hey, Dante,
Yeah.
are you a betting man or what?
Don't you know it? I won so much down in Texas. I'm ready. What are we betting on?
You versus the king.
Death
Oh.
or no death.
What are the odds?
I don't know.
Well, they're not good, if any.
They're my kind of odds.
what if
Put me down for 2,000 eddies.
You could have paid that.
The fee to come into the city.
Jen, can I borrow 2,000 eddies?
No.
I'm good for it. I'm totally good for it.
I'll pay you back next week.
Don't have it, man.
yeah, I'll pay you back when we win.
Oh, I'll think about it. Might be
I mean, the
keen.
only other option is here that Dante, you could possibly take a dive.
We bet on the king.
I mean, if the king's into that sort of thing,
I think the odds are in the king's favor anyway. So we'd need the king to take a dive.
but the
Make
king
any
don't want to
money.
lose any face against me. You know,
No. So we all bet on the king.
The
Yeah, but
king
there's-
can't be
the
under
odds-
$1.
There's no
I'm
way.
pretty sure this is a fight to the death.
Even if it's a
I
dollar
don't think-
one, that's still
Yeah,
winning.
so you
Any
take
of
a
us are-
dive, right?
Like,
We'll
unless
bring
the
you back.
king's in on it, I don't think I live.
We'll just get Dr. Angus to give you the old, you know,
The old surprise attack, you know?
yeah, surprise medicine attack.
You boys just leave the thinking to me.
All right, man. you got it.
Oh. Version is like biting.
But I am interested in
Wants
that
to
bet.
unleash on this Nimrod. Yeah, this is the news. Every fucking time we have.
There's a hashtag. Alrighty. With that, unless anybody tries to say anything else, they just start wheeling Dante away.
Wheel him away.
Sorry, did we
they
find out
unstrap
when
him.
the?
They're going to leave him
Oh.
with you. That's right.
I was going to say he's with us, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
Because we had to train him up with a montage.
Yep.
Run.
I've got no idea what to do, but I can teach him to hide really, really well.
Oh, I got you.
Don't worry, man.
I'll make sure
it'll
you
be
get
fine.
front row seats. Don't worry, really. You don't have to hide.
Yeah, when's his trial?
Yeah, when is the trial?
Tomorrow?
They'll give him a couple of days to recover to get his
Yeah, cool.
points back.
And Dante's got that all covered.
Yeah,
Accommodation
right.
wise.
The bed costs covered. Yep. Cool. Happy.
oh, boys.
And we'll do some training during the next couple of days.
Is there anything anybody wanted to do specifically other than rock out?
Just do a
Find
little
explosives
investigation in the area.
arena.
On the spot.
You're not able to find where the arena is.
Shit.
Unless there's a way to
people talk to you
smuggle
about
in a
that,
load of guns.
and you kind of more or less find out that on the day it'll all be opened up, but you're not told exactly where it is. As far as you understand, it's a sort of blown out crater, but you're not, told exactly where it is.
Hmm.
Dante, did you want to do something?
No, I prefer to go down in a fair fight if I'm going to go down. I just want to know if this guy's cheap. Is there a way we can like? I just want to know if this guy's going to cheat and make sure he wins. Is there a way we can like?
What's the security like in one of these trials by combat?
You don't know and can't really find out that kind of information.
Yeah.
As it is, you
We
do
won't know that.
notice, and they're not trying to hide. Like there's always 4 people nearby at all times to Dante. Not like shoulder to shoulder, but they're always around over the next couple of days.
Armed?
Yes.
We're allowed to. We're allowed to walk around with our guns and stuff.
Yeah, nobody's tried to take anything off yet. And you do see a lot of people are armed as they're walking around. Periodically over the next couple of days, you'll see like the odd fight break out between people. It doesn't, guns aren't fired. You don't see. It's not like Nightcity Nightcity proper, I guess you could say. Where everybody's packing. Everybody here is armed, but not all. You don't think everybody's holding guns.
Yeah. All right, we're just gonna give like Dante some sick pep talks. Like, you got this, man. I remember that bar fight that you're in, and the full bore conversion came out and punched you through a door. That you took that hit really well. You just got to do that, but against like a sword.
Sounds all right.
Mm.
Thanks, Jen. Great pep talk. I feel better.
You got this.
If I knew how to dodge a sword, I'll be right.
You should practice your dodging. Here, look, I'll take a few swings at you. Ready?
Oh, fucking hell.
I haven't even hit you yet. You don't need to pretend to be hit. Where's me?
Probably ask Relay if she wants to do a bit of reconnaissance.
Yeah.
Make sure that nothing fishy's going on. I'd appreciate it.
Do 2 dodges, Rob. 2 evasions.
Body
15 and 13. Can you evade? That's part of just melee,
fighting.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Do it. It's just the bullets that you need to reflex.
Oh, well, I got the first one.
Yep.
I don't know, you hit me twice.
Fucking belt you for 14 damage.
He dodges straight into your uppercut. He's like, bang! Oh,
we're gonna have to delay this. Fight for another day.
That's right. You can have a little spar.
Yeah. You just got to work on your dodging, man.
It lines up to be next.
Hey, everybody, come here. Dante needs to practice some dodging.
You're gonna stomp him in it.
The guards come around the corner. What the fuck? There's like all of us kicking the shit out of him.
They all get into it as well. Alrighty. So after a couple of more days, you're escorted into. You're shown the way. So there's like a large crowd appearing, and you're led to what looks like a quite a large crater where something had exploded, and they've kind of cleared it all out, and they've made like prop walls around it that are all sort of like spiked and pointed in. And then sort of the kind of like cleared out the areas around it so you can all stand and look in, and there's hundreds of people all are standing around this massive crater, and it's not like everybody's like, "Rah!" but you can hear the chatter, like everybody's talking. and there's some like street vendors like selling cooked meat. Something's barbecued. Doesn't smell too bad, but it's no bongies crab sticks. As you're sort of walking your way through the crowds, trying to find a decent posse. But with that, Dante's separated from you all. You're given a moment to say your last goodbyes, if that may be the case.
Shake everyone's
Remember.
hand.
Got to move fast. We'll be watching from the crowd. You got this.
It's been a good knowing you guys.
All I've got is a can of spray paint, but you can have that if you need it.
So that could come in handy.
Hang on.
Green teeth now.
Can we like palm him some stuff to take into battle?
You can certainly try.
I don't think that'll be allowed, but does that look like it's going to be allowed?
Well, I mean, you all have a moment of what if we get caught? What if they spot?
What are the rules? Yeah, what I'm thinking. They're just going to toss a whole bunch of stuff in there and have us walk around and then have at
Well,
it.
you've
That's
been
what I'm
told
getting.
You'll be able to choose some stuff.
I'll just wait till I get in, I think. Let's,
Okay. All right.
yeah, no,
I'm missing some stuff from my sheet anyway. I know I had some stuff.
I mean, you might be welcome to throw some stuff in from the sideline, whatever. So you can have it ready in your hand, just toss in.
Before we crack on with the lead into the fight and all that sort of stuff, during the 2 days and that, Conversion have like put in a drone delivery or something like that, like a Spamazon or whatever for a trank dart.
Yeah, you can. You put in an order, but it won't deliver into the old city.
Yeah.
It's not same day delivery.
No fly zone, eh?
And we can't go.
I mean, Kobods will probably shoot it down pretty quick, steal its stuff.
Yeah, we can't go to like pick it up or anything like that.
Can, but you doubt you'll have time.
In those 2 days or whatever, would fucking Dante have been able to fix his armor and stuff, or
How much
is that
Probably-
all shredded?
I mean, they've said they'll give you armor.
Okay,
Cool.
I'm assuming they're either going to, it's going to be same gear for both of us or something, I don't know, roughly. Ish. Yeah, I'm just happy if you guys have something in hand to chuck in, if they're allowed to chuck stuff in, just in case. Obviously, I'll put all my gear, but I'm not taking in because they're telling me what I can and can't take in, I'm sure. Just into my bag and hand it over to the group.
Which is pretty much everything, unless you try to stash something on you.
And that's all good. Got my overalls.
Pat you down.
And I've got no hidey holes, no flash pockets or whatever.
Prison wallet.
I got that, but I mean that's going to be a bit weird trying to rip something out of the prison wallet in the middle of a fight. Don't want to be too quick about it.
Especially if you just come up with a pin.
But yeah, if during the few days, if Relay's done a little sneak about and seen if there's anything sus going on in the background around.
Oh,
the
yeah.
King's
I'm
tent,
totally
that'd be
down.
nice to know. And I'm assuming that I had a medical bill to pay before I even get this far.
No,
Okay.
because they would just take all your stuff when you did.
When I was unconscious, they would have just taken all my money and gone, there
Did
he
you
is.
have any money?
I walked in with everything, 2,000 something eddies, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Well, that's right. It's all given. Like everything's given to. All your equipment's given to the group, but they keep his bank card.
Cool. And yeah, that's pretty much me. Just
Alright. Well, if nobody has anything else to say, he's
I do want to know if I've found anything out sneaking around over the past couple of days.
What kind of things were you trying to find out?
General patrols, like if there's any guards. Like how
It
many?
just kind of feels like a just normal, like people just move around as they move around.
And my paranoid conspiracy theories.
Yeah, but it's not like it just feels like being in a big hobo town. Like people come and go as they please. You
They've
know
got
you
to
recognise the police because they're the ones that are heavily armed or armed more than the common person. But there's no rhyme or reason to patrol routes and times. They just kind of they know they've got to monitor an area, so they monitor an area. Yeah, but there's nothing seedy going on. There's nothing shady going on.
What
No
about my
foul play.
suspicions of mole men?
Oh, that's live and real. Like, there's so many spots that mole men could exist here. Like, there's so many rubbles. You've always kept your eye out for them, and you know they're always around. But that's what, peppermint spray is for.
Yep.
So you
I go around occasionally, yeah, when nobody's watching. Before Dante goes into the ring.
Yep, you're like, oh shit, that burns my eyes. Ow, ow, can't see.
Peppermint?
Okay, it helps you see the mole men.
Your sinuses open up a little bit though.
Thank you. Oh, there's no gas in there.
So you're led down to a sort of an antechamber before the arena, and it's there's sort of a rumbling here now because it's kind of like under everything. And yeah, you're given an array of armors to choose from and weapons. What would you like to take in?
I'm assuming it's just pretty simple stuff.
Yeah, it's not like there's chainsaws.
Yeah, I'll go with it.
Imagine.
Damn, I would like a chainsaw. But yeah, I guess I'll get a spike bat and maybe I'll make sure there's like some blades on my belt, something like that. A couple of little knives.
Yep.
And is there anything that's not just a melee weapon? Like, is there anything like obscure?
Like?
There's obviously no like projectile Shanghai or like gas or a
Well, I mean, the knives if you want to throw them.
I have a little bit of like a battery or anything like that I can use, like rip open the lid and just throw acid on someone.
No. It's more
And
of
it would-
two men enter and are going to kick the living shit out of each other.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there was like
No.
maybe no one had thought like, oh, there's a battery in there, and I'm like, I can use the acid in there. But no. Cool. Yeah, so I'll get a spike bat, some blades, and yeah, my fists there, I guess. I mean, honestly, technically the way the game works, the spike bat's gonna be worse than punching, but it's all good.
Wow.
I'll
6 of one and a half dozen of the other. Remember,
Yeah, so-
one cuts through armor, one doesn't.
Okay, yeah, cool. And yeah, I also get some armor. I mean, usually I wear the heavy stuff anyway, so I'll go a pretty heavy one.
Yep.
Just stick to what I know.
Yeah. So you sort of suit up. How is Dante feeling?
Not bad. I'm gonna get that green can of spray paint and like fully color all my armor as well. It's like,
I was going to say, you do the face when you get in there, though.
like
Wait till you're in front of him. Strike him out.
I'm not sure if they'll let me in with it, but if they will, then yeah, sure.
Better yet, get in there and spray paint him in the eyes.
Exactly.
No.
That's all good. I'll just use the spray can while I got it, and make myself look a bit feral and brightly coloured and in this dim little place.
Yeah, and sort of as you're doing this, you can feel like the vibrations now in the ground, like everybody's like stomping. There's a
Fuck yeah.
as it's ramping up, and you hear all of a sudden like that, as speakers like tweak into life, and these lights go and light up the arena, and you hear this big booming voice come out over the mic. Ladies and gentlemen,
Fuck yeah.
for trial by combat, we have an outsider opposing the king and crown. But everybody's just like,
Woo woo, go the king!
get
Oh
all
my
excited
God.
for a bunning sausage sizzle.
It's a Spanos.
Yep. And with that, your door opens. The challenger! Dante from Nightcity! And you're sort of like booted out, and everybody's like, "Boo!
Jog out.
Stay!"
A little bit of the left, a little bit of the right. I'm like,
Yep, you are booed left, right, and center.
Yeah, boo that man.
give him
Boo him.
And your Lord Protector, the King and Crown!
just doing like
And from the other side,
that.
the gates
With the
just
crowd.
swing open, and out comes running this massive specimen in shining chrome.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And that is where we'll leave it tonight.
Very good.
All right. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching episode 64. Tune in next week where shit gets real. Be there, be square. Until then.
Yeah, Byron, be square.
Will this
Yeah,
be the
Byron.
end?
Take it easy. Have a good week. Be well.
Mm.